So I got 20-0 with a new formation that I think you guys are going to really enjoy. So here's the custom tactics. Leave a like if you enjoy. If you're tired of coming up against teams like this, you can get some foot coins through MMO EXP using the link down below. You can also use code JambooUK for 5% off. Okay, so something a little bit different. It is going to be a 4-3-1-2, not a 4-3-2-1. And I really enjoyed this. A lot of people ask me, why I always use these different types of formations, every week and stuff. For me personally, if I'm using the same thing over and over and over and over again, especially with the amount of weekend leagues I play, it just gets so stale. But I thought this setup was really good and worth showing you guys. If you want to see the best custom tactics on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Leave a comment down below. What is your favourite formation? And let's hit 200 likes. But let's get into the video now. Hopefully you enjoy. Okay, so I'm currently on an account that I've not actually started yet, but I've set up the tactics ready for this, and I'm looking forward to using it again because it's just fun, man. I really enjoyed the attacking aspect of this custom tactic. So a quick run through the team. Obviously, we're on a bit of a god account here. This is really nice. What are these red picks, by the way? We've got Red Benzema here, who looks insane. He's got the 5-star skill moves. We've got Lewandowski, who's insane. Like, not a bad strike partnership for the red picks there. Ronaldinho at cam. I absolutely love him on this game. He feels so good. And then he got Alphonso Davies and Kimmich as well. And then down here, he's got Ruben Diaz and Saliba. Rate these red picks out of 10. Like, all round, it's got to be up there, man. An 8 out of 10, maybe? This guy's been absolutely blessed. If you guys want to book in for the Serie A Tots and have me play your games, link will be in the description. And maybe you can get some red picks like this. That is the hope anyway. But you guys are here for the custom tactics. So, as I said, it is a 4-3-1-2. And the only difference between this and a 4-3-2-1 is instead of having the left and right forward, you've got two strikers. And then you've got a cam dropping in between the strikers and the midfield. So, we have balanced, we have 50 on the width, 65 on the depth, balanced direct passing, 49 on the width. I mean, I don't know why I said it at 49, it can be 50. It really, it's not that deep. It is not that deep. We've got 6 players in the box and then 2 on the corners and the free kick. So that is how I line it up in game. And there's a few, little weird things in here. So obviously we've got like Alphonso Davies as a centre mid. I think that makes complete sense. If you look at his card, he's built to be like a box-to-box centre mid. But then on the other side, we've got Garrincha here, who is not like a player you would traditionally associate with playing as a centre mid, right? But what I've found in this setup, and it's the same as I recommended in the 4-3-2-1, you can have one centre mid. You can get away with having one centre mid in these setups that are just not a centre mid at all. So someone like Gold Neymar, for example, or just think of any winger who just cannot defend at all. You can get away with one of them as an outside centre mid, and it works really well in this formation because the way it plays is your centre mids get involved a lot in the attack. So it's better to have like a tricky sort of winger who can't defend than like a box-to-box stiff midfielder who doesn't offer in the attack, if that makes sense. So, in my opinion, it benefits you to just stick an actual attacker in that centre mid spot. Even if it was a striker, someone like that Lewandowski, I would rather have him than like a stiff midfielder who can't attack. So that's the thinking behind that. For the cam and strikers, obviously, you're going to want as high skill moves and weak foot as possible. I think that goes without saying at this point. Same for any setup. For the CDM, I've got Kimmich here. I think he's absolutely perfect for it because he is a defensive player, but he can offer something going forward as well. He's slick on the ball. His passing's really nice. He's agile. I would rather have that than someone like a Vieira at this point. I think for a setup like this, where it's about getting on the front foot and attacking, you don't need a big, stiff midfielder in there. The most important, arguably, though, position in this setup is going to be the fullbacks. They get involved so heavily. You guys can see this formation right now on paper. There is not a lot of natural width at all. So you need those fullbacks getting involved. You're going to see what we do with the instructions in a moment. But for the fullback, I think if you pull up Jeremy Frimpong's card, He is the absolute ideal, perfect player to have in this position. He's so quick, so good on the ball. He can offer in the attack. He can even finish if he gets a chance, because your left and right back in this setup, they are actually going to get chances to score. They play super attacking. So that is the sort of personnel that you're looking for. Let's get into the instructions. So we have a stay central, get in behind, and stay forward on both of the strikers. I just want them sat up there, not doing anything else other than attacking. I don't want them dropping back. Like I say, this formation and setup, it's about playing on the front foot and just having so many numbers forward that your opponent can't deal with it. That is what we're going for. For the cam, you're going to want to stay forward and get into the box. Obviously, compared to a 4-3-2-1, we're missing having that extra forward, and we're replacing it with this cam. So we still want the cam to be getting as much involved as possible. I think this is like an even narrower version of a 4-3-2-1. But what you will find in this formation is there's a lot of opportunities to play driven passes from your centre midfielders into the cam, and then from the cam into the strikers. Because you're going to have these two up here constantly making the runs in behind, and then you can use the cam as a playmaker and the link between the midfield and the strikers. So for the middle centre mid, you're going to want to stay back while attacking and cover centre. You just want him to sit in front of the defence. We're going to have so many players attacking without having the middle centre mid having to do it. You're going to have two centre mids that get involved in the attack, the two fullbacks, so that's already 4 players, 5 players including the cam, and then 7 players with the 2 strikers as well. So you're going to have 7 players attacking, which is absolutely nuts, and there is just no need to have this middle centre mid going forward as well. For the outside centre mids, we've just got balance attack and cover wing. The cover wing is important because the fullback is going to be flying forward, and when needed, it is important for these centre mids to cover that wide space. And then for the fullbacks, you don't need to put join the attack. You can if you want. It will just make it even more juice going forward, but more vulnerable at the back. I would recommend going balanced and then overlap. The one you do not want is stay back while attacking. In this particular formation and the 4-3-2-1, you cannot get away with it. You need the fullbacks being involved in the attack. Otherwise, this setup is just not going to work properly. So guys, those are the tactics and instructions. I'm almost certain these will help you out. I had a lot of fun. People ask, new gen or old gen. This will work on both, absolutely no problem. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know down below, like I said earlier, what is your favourite formation. Let's try and hit 200 likes on the video. And if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. It'd be much appreciated. But I'll catch you guys on the next one, and peace.